Hi everyone! As we keep traveling the world to try new food, today we're landing down under for a classic you maybe haven't tried yet. This is zucchini slice, one of the most popular home bakes in Australia and New Zealand. It's one of those dishes you'll make once and then keep on repeat, because it's delicious and super easy to make. So let's get right into it. First of all, I'm going to need an onion, thinly chopped. I'm also going to need 3 courgettes. Sorry, I meant zucchini, of course. To grate them, you can use a mandolin or a kitchen robot. I'll use this hand crank tool instead because it's fast but also easy to clean. Zucchini ought to be there, right? Otherwise this dish would just be called slice, I guess. But many recipes also include other vegetables like carrots, corn or spinach, and ham instead of bacon. Like with every popular dish, there are a lot of variations. You can squeeze the excess moisture out of the grated zucchini, but to be honest, I usually get a great bake even without doing it. Last but not least, I'll grate 120 grams of mild cheddar. And now I'll add some olive oil to a pan and toss in 200 grams of diced bacon and the onion. Okay, quick disclaimer here. This step is not part of the traditional method, where you simply combine all the ingredients raw and bake them. But having tried both methods, I prefer this one because it softens the onion and renders out so much extra flavor from the bacon. While it cools down a bit, I'll preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius and I'll grease a tray with butter. This one here is 28 by 23 centimeters. Now we can combine all the ingredients. First I'll crack 5 eggs into a large bowl and I'll give them a light beat. Next I'll throw in cheddar, courgettes, bacon and onion. And I'll give everything a first mix. Then I'll add a teaspoon of salt, 150 grams of self-raising flour, and some freshly ground black pepper. Make sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl so all the flour is incorporated. Self-raising flour definitely contributes to giving zucchini slice its typical soft texture, but you can replace it with plain flour and maybe add a teaspoon of baking powder. And we're almost there. Let's pour everything into the baking tray and spread it out evenly with a spoon. Done! And to the oven it goes for 40 minutes, until the top turns beautifully golden brown like this. I'll let it rest for about 10 minutes, just enough time for it to firm up and cool down so it's easy to handle. At which point, all that's left to do is to slice it up. Not difficult at all, right? Oh, this is so tasty and fluffy. We usually eat the whole thing for dinner, but zucchini slice is also perfect for your lunchbox the next day. It stays moist, and you can either enjoy it cold or reheat it in the microwave. And if you want, you can easily make it vegetarian by removing bacon. So, will you give it a try? Let me know in the comments. If you're looking for more tasty bakes for dinner, you can also check my stuffed aubergine video, or eggplant I guess. I'll add the link in the description. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. It's free and it will truly help my channel. So, where are we going next?